Good evening, morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the February 24th edition of Ames Tonight. I'm your co-host, Richard Martinez.
And I'm your co-host, Andreas Haffar. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Well, the 2015 Academy Awards hangover has set in, and Sunday night's unsurprisingly politically charged ceremony was one to remember. The elaborate stage settings made for a glamorous spectacle, and as always, it was highly fashionable. There were speeches and performances and victories that captured our hearts and made us cry. Some people are still crying from last year's ceremony, but no one in particular, Leonardo DiCaprio. We experienced and learned a lot in one evening.
Yeah, we sure did. But Richard, exactly what did we learn?
Glad you asked. Well, Andreas, we learned that Neil Patrick Harris has too tame for co-host standards. If he really wanted to get some attention, Doogie Howser would have taken his underwear off. We learned that Benedict Cumberbatch is a smart drinker, flask and all. And we still don't know what the Big Hero 6 main character actually is. Maybe it's just me. Maybe we should just see the movie. That Terrence Howard should go into advertising. I mean, like, wow, how did we sell the nominees for Best Picture? I mean, as if they weren't in that category for a reason. When we were reminded that John Travolta is still a thing, and oh yes, face fetishes are too, I guess. Next year, too, the running joke may turn into sexual harassment. And we know that Scarlett Johansson looks like Miley Cyrus with a new haircut. Had her tongue been out the entire time and had she been armed with a sledgehammer, could have fooled me. And as if we didn't know already, we were reminded that English is still a really difficult language.
Yeah, well, what we learned and what I learned is that, you know, there's an award called the Best Blue Suit and Most White Shoes, won by Jared Jesus Leto. Not since Harry Dunn from Dumb and Dumber have we seen such a stylishly and elegantly looking gentleman. We witnessed the unveiling of Lady Gaga, and leaving me personally gaga for Gaga. Not only did she steal the show with her performance of the Sound of Music medley, but she showed the world that she's an absolutely gorgeous woman. Props to the guy that snapped her up. Dang. We learned a startling revelation that if Dwayne Johnson could, he'd lay the smackdown on all the jabronis responsible for making him cry during The Lion King. No one makes The Rock cry. Now, if you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Oh dear.
We witnessed the birth of the age, of the Makana beard, and I'm sure he'll be charging some of the inhabitants a bit of rent there. I mean, can you imagine the property that you own as a landlord being on your face? I mean, all right. And we found out that Julianne Moore will live another 5 years. Yes! Hooray, Richard. She'll do it.
Throughout the show, however, several serious issues were brought forth as well, some of which were given standing ovations by the fans in attendance. The fights against racism, ALS, I didn't do the bucket challenge, the Alzheimer's disease, immigration laws, wage equality, the snubbing of Interstellar for Best Picture, women's rights, and whistleblowing and preventing suicide.
Yeah, notable activist and presenter of the Best Picture Award, Sean Penn, addressed the biggest issue of them all, immigration. We're being told by numerous sources that Penn has demanded to find those responsible for giving Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu a green card. And he was quoted Sunday night as saying, "Who gave that SOB a green card?"
Well, this just in, it was the U.S. government. Ooh, that's surprising, folks. This country has been divided on immigrant issues in recent years, but I've never heard of anyone actually receiving a green card from the government.
Yeah, well, now that you mention it, there were a lot of different nations represented at the ceremony. I mean, is America letting more immigrants in? Are they sneaking in? I mean, maybe they've been here undercover. I mean, before last night, did we really know that MLK was British? I mean, I didn't.
Well, you mean David Oyelowo, the actor who played MLK in Selma?
No. I'm pretty sure that was Dr. King. No one else could have pulled off a fly maroon suit like that. I mean, think about it. But the bottom line is, talent isn't limited to one group of people. And, I mean, some people just have to keep it under wraps. I'm pretty sure that's what Don't Ask, Don't Tell means.
Obviously, but we shouldn't be concerned, right? I mean, with last names like Haffar and Martinez, they'll never respect us, right?
Never. Well, after the break, we'll be joined by the correspondents for the weekly update. Stay tuned. You're watching Ames Tonight.
Okay, quick. You have 2 minutes to get...
you scoot over just a little bit?
Just one solid picture. No music.
We're not doing PSAs, that's what we get?
No, we're gonna do like Saturday Night Live, see that shit where they, you know,
Bumper photos?
Remember that? I did that.
How's the hair looking?
Hey, does anyone know what
Oh yeah, definitely. Yes.
That was a very
Can
smart
you
guess.
hear me?
My friend. He's waiting. He's been waiting to watch
Is
this.
everyone squared up like how they're gonna be sitting?
They're streaming now. I don't like being so short.
Jesus, oh,
Guys, my lip balm is beer lip balm.
Is what?
Is beer lip balm.
Beer lip balm?
Just smell the liquor.
Make sure you
I
guys
always thought that'd
You
be a good
can
idea.
taste the hops.
You can taste
Hold
the
on,
hops
go
into
for
your
the
lip
belly
balm.
button.
Go for the belly button?
Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna get real heated about it.
Belly button. Yeah, we'll go any.
Hey, but
one.
that was one look or two, sorry.
Hello, my lovelies.
Hello,
That's one.
ladies and gentlemen.
My
Of
pretties.
What's that?
That's good. You can eat that.
Yeah. Can we do a mic check from left to right?
Mic check, mic check.
We do not have much time.
Hey, how are we doing on mics back there?
Should we all just start talking at random times?
Yeah, I think we should just,
How much time?
every other word.
You know,
I
love one.
have 3.
Two.
1,
2.
3,
uno,
Dos.
3.
good job.
Cuatro.
Oh,
Cuatro.
There you go.
malo.
In the Spanish.
40 seconds, y'all ready?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Oh, we're
¿Qué
good.
haríamos?
How we
Hablar en español para
Super
este
psyched and ready to go.
I said my
emisión.
three.
Andy, you want to square up on one?
I
One.
You good? Is that better?
Trey, you want to scoot that way just a skosh? We're throwing shit now.
Is that enough
How
for
about
this?
that?
Come on, Andy.
Everybody good? Yep, we're starting on 3, right? And then you're going to 1, Andy?
Yeah.
Good? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. 3,
I can hear
2,
him.
Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back for your second dose of Ames Tonight. I'm Annie Harmon for your weekly update. I'm joined with...
Hi, I'm Annie's hotter twin, Laurel Feeks.
And I'm Annie's conjoined twin, removed at birth, Trey Schoen. Thanks for joining us.
Nice to meet you. Where you been? We should really party like it's 1989 to this sick beat because we never go out of style. On this newscast, I could show you incredible things like Taylor Swift's trademarking, but sadly, I can't because all 3 of those sentences violate her trademarking with the United States government. Swift is also reportedly threatening to sue the guy who taught her to play guitar over his ITaughtTaylorSwift.com website for violating her famous Taylor Swift name. This may be old news, but recently Seattle Seahawks running back Marshawn Lynch indulged in the trend. For someone who hates the media so much, it's no surprise that he has thrust himself back into it in this offseason. Lynch last week filed for the trademark to the phrase, "I'm just here so I won't get fined," with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Lynch also owns 4 Beast Mode trademarks and has filed for 4 more. He also filed for the phrase "power pellets." Amid all this trademarking, I think it's fair to say Lynch and Swift may have left a few too many of those power pellets go to their heads or wallets.
You know, she's using those for theoretical makeup and home decor lines, so I really think it's going to be okay. She's not using them for personal gain besides money. And also, side note, she recently showed her belly button about a month ago, and that's exciting news in Taylor Swift Nation. So
Kim Kardashian showed her entire nude body on the cover of, what was that?
Paper magazine.
Paper magazine.
So, her belly button?
Yeah, I agree. Taylor Swift isn't using these for personal gain, except for millions of dollars. So it's not a big deal. Honestly, I don't care. So.
But you know, she owns the world and the music industry, so.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
If you got the money, why the heck not? Kylie Jenner recently purchased a $2.7 million home in Calabasas. Jenner seems to be ready to start her own life out of the chaotic with a K, life that the rest of her celebrity siblings bring. The mansion is 4,900 square feet, includes 5 bedrooms, a home theater, a marble island, a pool, and a grilling station. Jenner is good for the money as she has her own clothing line with sister Kendall and makes money from keeping up with the Kardashians. This seems like a drastic move for Kylie to get away from Mama Kris. Annie?
Kylie Jenner. She actually doesn't she have like an entire year's tuition on her wrist?
Yeah, the
like
Cartier Love bracelets.
That's just ridiculous.
What have you got here? How many years of tuition is that?
This is an $8 not working watch from the thrift store.
It's all about style.
And I don't wear jewelry, so.
Sometimes I get an abnormally long hair that grows on my wrist. 50 Shades of Grey is still #1 at the box office this week after it posted a record-breaking opening weekend at $81.7 million. It is expected that the movie will continue to dominate the box office until the box office feels uncomfortable and utters the agreed-upon safe word.
Well,
it
seems like, though, that Jamie Dornan uttered the safe word. He's reportedly not coming back for the franchise.
I did hear that. Apparently chains and whips do not excite him.
No.
Not like Rihanna.
Did you guys see the movie, or?
I did. I wasn't a fan. Was not
really?
great.
I did. I saw it and talked about it last week on Ames Tonight.
I did not see it, but I might have to do that.
Take a look.
Anyway, that's all we have for you guys tonight in this segment. We'll see you next week.
Stick around after the break. Zach Neuendorf sits down with a special guest from the Oscars.
And don't worry, it's not Lady Gaga.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Twelve, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18.
All right, you want to do one now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Perfect.
Are we center enough?
Just on the Terrence Howard, speak up just a touch more, not
Okay.
much. Yeah. How are we looking on 3? Yeah. What's Rod saying? Yep.
This past Sunday, the Oscars were on, and despite only being a presenter, actor Terrence Howard stole the show with his dramatic reading of 3 of the Best Picture nominees. To comment on his dedication and love for film, here's the man himself, Terrence Howard. Terrence, how are you?
Words cannot describe how great I am tonight. No words, no words, no words.
First off, was your enthusiasm while presenting solely passion-fueled, or was there possibly some cocktail influence in your words?
No words can describe the passion that I had for presenting for those film nominees. No words, and but no words can really describe.
I'm not one to put a man down for expressing his feelings to their fullest, but Terrence Howard, is everything all right?
My dear. No words can describe how I'm fine.
Glad to hear. Now that you are under pressure from the Academy, what did you really think about the nominees you announced? Whiplash, The Imitation Game, and Selma.
Oh, Selma. Dear to my heart, I really drew the most inspiration from the African American people. I'm really speechless. I honestly am just so speechless. My breath is taken away from my mouth about how amazing Oyelowo did as Martin. And I got my inspiration from him. I really did. No words. No words.
Now that we have you here, what can you tell our audience about Empire, your new hit show on Fox where you play music mogul Luscious?
Empire. That show is near and dear to my heart. I just no words can describe how great that show is and how great it's an emotional roller coaster because it's so good, and I just don't know how to. I need to hold you like this. I'm sorry. I get so emotional just talking about it because I know my part is amazing and what I do is great for the show. No words can describe how the whole cast loves me. The whole cast.
Terrence Howard, everybody. And that concludes tonight's edition of Ames Tonight. I'm Zach Nundorf, and on behalf of the entire cast and crew, thank you for joining us. Good night, Ames.
Great job.